Let's take a live look outside Centennial Olympic Park, and this pretty much tells you all you need to know about the weather on this Thursday afternoon. Lots of fog, lots of rain. Ugh.
Yeah.
Gross.
Blah, gross day. So Cutter Martin is here to walk us through what we're in for the rest of the day.
Yeah, just that time of year, everyone's coughing and the weather is just terrible. I mean, we have days of clouds, days of rain, first alert, more rain, and eventually an increasing risk of strong thunderstorms back in the first alert forecast. It's more of a Saturday issue. Yes, rumbles of thunder between now and then, but Saturday, bookmark that day as the day that could have stronger, perhaps some severe thunderstorms traversing North Georgia. We're not dry right now. That is pretty obvious at this point. All roadways are still wet. We had inches of rain early this morning leading up to about sunrise. Inside the perimeter, bit of a break right now. But look at what is traversing I-20, traveling right into the city on the west side. Again, timing this out for you minute by minute. Estelle, 12:19. Rain will pick back up. Woodstock, 12:31. East Point, 12:35. Holly Springs, 12:41. Truist Park getting into Marietta Smyrna area by 12:45 or so, and there is more rain behind that batch. So your forecast today, lots of clouds, temperatures nearly steady, upper 60s, lower 70s, 70 in Atlanta, Athens, Rome, and Noonan in the lower 70s. So yes, it looks pretty terrible outside. We're getting rounds of rain, but at least it's a little warmer. We don't have temperatures in the teens. We're pushing 70 degrees this afternoon. And in that evening commute home, temperatures remaining very mild, scattered downpours in the forecast. First alert, wet roadway conditions pretty light at this point, and that yellow flashing light. Check in with us before you leave the office. First Alert Weather app is a good tool to do just that. You can see where rain is heaviest and if there are any trouble spots on the roadways. Good news for any date night plans tonight, late dinner plans. The rain chance will taper down 8, 9, 10 p.m. Drizzle and fog overnight tonight and early tomorrow morning, but the substantial rain and the first alert, we're going to be able to peel that back for a little bit of time later this evening and overnight. Tonight, let's walk you through the entire area. 11 p.m. this evening, lots of drizzle. I'm sure there's some fog intermixed with this, but overall, a fairly quiet night into our Friday morning. I think it looks gloomy tomorrow morning, but not as much rain as this morning, so a little bit drier drive on the way into the office. Lunch plans on your Friday, rain is back, but not torrential downpours. This is more light to moderate rain. Keeps things damp, but a low risk of any flooding. 8 p.m. Friday, there's still a little bit of moisture around, but again, not a total washout tomorrow. So some improvement in the forecast tomorrow compared to today, but we're not done. This is the Weather Prediction Center's forecast for rainfall anywhere in this red, orange, yellow shadings, 3 to 5 additional inches. That's on top of what we've already had, inches of rain in the forecast, and a good bulk of that could fall Friday night into Saturday morning. So lower rain chance tomorrow, but still be alert to gross conditions. It'll be wet for any outdoor plans. Saturday first alert. Rain chances really skyrocketing early Saturday morning. Some of that rain will be heavy, a high impact for any plans that you may have Saturday. Flooding is possible, not just street flooding, but possibly river flooding, a bigger problem by Saturday. And there could be some severe thunderstorms embedded within the larger area of rain, mainly southwest side, Troup County, Heard County. And then finally, it gets out of here. We're back to gorgeous weather Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, colder, but sunny, dry weather back in the forecast, guys.
All right.